class if you don't understand something in our class. Don't wait until your test 1 or test 2 or final exam. Only come and ask me. Okay, today we will learn one more thing for chapter 1. Then we conclude chapter 1. Okay, so this is the last part for chapter 1, which is called vector dot products. All right. So as you can see here, you have two products. One is A, one is B, and these two products have an angle or direction or differences of angle with the theta. Okay. Okay. So in 2D, you can solve by trigonometries. Right. This is what we learned in the previous lecture. How we solve in 2D in trigonometry. Vector B you split into y-axis and x-axis. Vector A also split into y-axis and y-axis and x-axis. Right? Who don't know how to split A into y-axis? Okay, what is y-axis for A? A what? Huh? A what? A? A cos. How you get cos? You tell me how you get cos. How you get cos? How you get cos? A y ax. A y equal what? How you get A cos theta? Right. Now don't memorize, don't memorize formula. What's the answer for AY? A what? A sin theta. Okay. If you don't know, this one is a serious careless mistake. Very, very serious. It might kill you in your test 1 and final exam. If you don't know this simple question, you're given a vector with a theta, and I ask you split into x and y, you don't know how to do, basically you are gone already. Basically the whole question you are gone already. Then I might see you next semester. Okay, so if you really don't know, recall trigonometry, draw a triangular, then 90 degree, draw an angle here. Put A, B, C, or any symbol you want. What is tangent theta? Hmm? If you don't know this one, what? You have A, B, C, which one? Huh? B over C. Sin theta equal? What? Huh? A over C. Cos equal? Cos equal? C over A. So the question asks you AY. What is AY? You have these two. Sorry, sin equal to C over A. Sorry, B over B over B over A. Okay. So the question asks you about this one and this one. So move your vector to this form. AX, AY. If you don't know this one, go back to your fundamental mathematics. Go and see vector chapter. Your sim already know already. It's 90 degree. This is A. Compare side by side. The question asks you about this one and this one. Ask you about B and A. Go and find here. Where's B and A? Here. So you want to find this one. So A sine theta equal to AYA. Rearrange AY equal to A sine theta. Apply the same for AX. Yeah. You need to change your learning style. Don't take the foundation learning style into degree. You'll be ineffective in your learnings if you take what your learning style during secondary school and put into degree. It doesn't work. Okay, in 3D, again, in 3D, when you see 3D problems, think about vector analysis. You need to call IJK. Okay, so in IJK, dot product basically is a multiplying two vector. So you'll see this formula for today. A dot B equal to AB cos theta. Okay, it's a multiplication of two vector. Okay, you know that these two vector, let's say A, you can split into AY and AX. If you multiply with another vector from a single origin, like what you see on the screen, I draw something on the whiteboard with B. Dot products is a multiplication. What is multiplication? Two vector multiply two vector, means vector parallel with another vector. You get something. If you get a vector with its perpendicular dot with the parallel vector, you get 0. This is dot vector. Don't confuse with the cross vector. There is a dot vector and cross vector. We'll see in chapter 2 later, you will see cross vector. Don't confuse the dot and cross. It's a two different concept. Remember. So that's why from this equation, when you take A cross B, A dot B, you only see A cos theta multiplied by B, and there's no A sine theta multiplied by B, because A sine theta multiplied B equal 0. Okay. The angle here will be anti-clockwise based on right-hand rules. You put your hand like that. Okay. Will be anti-clockwise. Okay. So 0 to 980 degree only. 280 only. Okay. So this one, very important statement. If you take vector A dot vector B, you will get scalar vector. You will get magnitude and not direction. Okay. This is important. If you take vector A dot vector B, the outcome will be magnitude only. Okay. So this one is what you learn in your vector, in your mathematics chapter with this dot vector. You have 3 rules. One is accumulative law, is what you see. You can switch the sequence like A dot B. You can switch the sequence, become B dot A in dot. And don't confuse with the cross. Cross, you cannot do this one. Multiplication by a scalar means you multiply with some value in front, you bracket in front. You can switch the difference, but you see, you can switch the difference. This one will either multiply by A or you multiply by B. It is not 2. It's not equal to A, and AB. It's not, because you are dealing with vector. The scalar only multiply on one of the vector. Why? Because A dot B becomes single scalar. You combine already two vector. So this means you combine two vector together. You see it as one. Okay. Distributive law like this. if you take A dot bracket something, then you can take A dot B plus A dot A like this. Okay. The third one is because you are taking vector multiply by vector. Second one, you are taking some value or magnitude multiply the vector. So don't confuse lah. This is a general law when you see you need to do dot operation. Okay. So again, if the question asks force you to use Cartesian vector analysis, like what we discussed in the previous lecture. So vector you can write in three-dimensional. A equal to ijk vector. Vector have direction and magnitude and direction. So you have x direction, y direction, z direction with the unit vector I, j, and k. Similar with B, your dot is similar with D. So you should able to do I multiply by I equal what? J by J, or you know lah how to do this one. This one multiply this one, multiply this one, multiply this one, plus AYJ multiply by this one again, this, and this. So basically you have 9 components in the expansion of this one. Okay, who don't understand, you get 9 components. You get 9 things if you multiply these two brackets. Okay, get all this lah, very lengthy equation. Okay, detail one, you can go home and look at the slide. But at the moment, you should able to understand how you get this 9 member. Basically, this is still mathematics, nothing deal with statics. Still mathematics. So here, because it's dot, I dot I dot I is equal to the formula A dot B equal to AB cos theta. The board one is vector. Vector dot vector equal to scalar direction. So I is what? What is the magnitude of I? 1 is unit vector. So 1, 1. Then cos theta is a difference between the two theta. I and I is what? I, x and x. Degree is 0. So cos theta equal what? 1. So 1, 1, 1. You get 1. Okay. Ij. You get what? Ij. Okay. If you refer to the left hand side, this formula, what you get? What you get? You write I dot j equal what? What is the magnitude of I? 1. What is magnitude of j? 1. What is the angle between I and j? What? Yeah, what is the theta? Hey, this one simple lah. All of you are good in playing games. X, Y, Z. This is I, this is J, this is K. What is the distance between I and J? No, what is the angle between I and J? 90 degree. So cos 90 equal 0. What about IK? IK magnitude 1. K is 1. Cos theta, what is the theta between I and K? What is it? What's the angle between I and K? I is what? X. K is what? Z. What is the direction? What is the angle? 90 also. So you get 0. Okay. You do the same for the rest. IJ, JK, and so on. Okay, so you can cancel out as long as it's 90 degree. to each other, it become 0. You cancel all the 9 member, you remove 6. Okay, you remove 6. Okay, you might ask me, here I didn't show you the J and I. What is the angle between J and I? Also 90. Right, also 90. So it will be 0 also. Okay. So at the end, one single formula for today, for this first half, A dot B equal to AB cos theta. If you write this one, you will score 1 marks. And you expand this equation according to the question, you will get A dot B equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ. Okay. So AB, 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 this one is a magnitude of the vector in X direction, in Y direction, in Z direction. Okay. So this is the first formula for the today. Okay. So the result can be negative or positive, and sometimes it could be 0 based on the angle. Based on the angle. Okay. When it becomes negative, when your vector opposite between each other, right? For example, if I flip the B to left hand side, left multiplied by A, you get negative. Okay. Okay. So this one is from the equation AB, A dot B equal to AB cos theta. You just need to rearrange it. So cos theta, theta equal to inverse of A dot B. Okay. So again, angle, we still stick with 0 to 180 degree, anti-clockwise. So if A dot B equals 0, A dot B equals 0, what is the angle? 90 degree. 90 degree. Okay. This means if you get the products A dot B equals 0, or the question give you assume A dot B equals 0, you know what is the angle between the two vector. If you have two vector that is perpendicular, straight away you can use trigonometry equation to find sine, tangent, and so on. And trigonometry also tell you if you see this one, you'll get A square equal to B square plus C square. Okay. So this is what we already said. So the component vector and perpendicular to the line. So you can split the A into x-axis and y-axis. So later in our teaching material or your learning material, you'll see 90-degree symbol is inverted T. Parallel is nothing lah. Parallel is just parallel to the line. So again, this is A sub small a equal to A cos UA. We already covered this one in previous chapter. So vector, you have magnitude and direction. Okay. A cos theta is the magnitude. UA is a unit vector or direction vector that pointing to the A direction. Okay. So the rest you read. Sometimes the question will ask you to find projection of A. Sometimes the question will ask you to find projection of A. Basically, is the x-axis, x-axis component. Okay, you project your A along with the line, with the path, with the direction of the object. All right. In this case, A to A axis. So you call projection of A. Okay, so direction we already covered in previous chapter. Direction equal to UA. magnitude from the dot products, right? So this one basically just applying what we learned. All right. So just to simplify the equation. Okay. So this one, A sub A dot UA, you maintain the UA. So you expand this one. UA is the projection. So UA, AA equal to A cos theta in the UA direction, in X direction. All right. So basically you can pull this one at the back, but it feel weird lah if you put at the back. So usually we put, or you can bracket this one. So UA is 1. UA is 1. Okay. So if your final answer you get negative, you get positive, it means your A is the same direction as the axis, positive direction. If you get negative, means you flip the direction to another side. Okay. Okay. So if you get positive vector dot positive vector, you'll get positive, means two vectors same direction. If you get negative, one positive, one negative, means another vector positive, negative. So positive, negative, you get negative. Dot, you can take it as a multiplication. Okay. So we have spent too many time here. So, okay. So perpendicular, this one is A equal to A plus this one. Okay. So this vector A equal to the parallel or projection plus the perpendicular vector. You should able to see the triangular here. Already, I think we mentioned so many times how to draw the triangular vector. Where's the resultant, where's the component of the resultant, and so on. Okay, so if you understand this one, you should able to play around the equation. You can just flip around, whichever is missing, you just find mathematics. Okay. This is just another elaboration, how to find angle. Okay. So this is the magnitude lah. This what you learned in the previous class already. We just find the magnitude. Square x square plus y square. In this case, is negative because it's another direction. Okay. So let's practice this one. Example 16. Find the magnitude of projection of force F into U direction and V direction. So you start to see your axis no longer X and Y direction. So because X and Y too simple for your level, so we need to, because in the real application, the thing won't sit in the perpendicular distance X and Y for you in the real case. So you have a certain angle in the real application. So this one, you fix U in this direction, Y in this direction. Then your force will be in this direction with 45 degree from the parallel, 15 degree to the U. So this is not 90 degree. If you see this one, you can either use parallelogram law, change into triangular rules, use the cosine rules. If you don't know what I'm talking, go back to the previous slides or previous recording. Okay, and this is for your info, this is a tutorial question, so you'll see we nicely give you the FU projection. Okay, we nicely give you F sub V projection. In a test or final exam, we won't give you this one. We only give you the axis. We remove the black color arrow. We give you the blue color arrow with the angle. Yeah. So when you do revision for your test, don't assume we give you something like tutorial. Tutorial is just to strengthen your understanding. Then always ask, what if the lecturer reverse this question? Means I ask you from the answer, I give you all the answer from the final answer. You need to work back. Can you find back the answer now? Okay, so how you do? You in the statics question, you always need to draw something. When you draw something, always remember, separate or split your forces or vector into axis. Split into y-axis, x-axis, or in this case, in u and v axis. Okay, projection of force. So F U projection equal to 100 cos 45. You get this one. So I assume you already know lah. So you do the same. FB projection equal, and this diagram gives you 90 degree already. So nice. So what is FB projection? Sine or cos? Okay, cos. The rest you read. So this is just a dessert for you lah. Just a dessert for you. Nothing complex here. Just to ask you to flip them into the axis. Okay, let's go into more complex one. A frame shown in the figure, you have a horizontal force pulling this way. Okay, so this important for your design kind of module. You don't want to design something, there's a force on the structure. Okay, so you are given F equal to 300 Jn with a curly bracket, and determine the magnitude of the component of this force parallel and perpendicular to member AB. So here you have a loss of member there. In the final, we will try to confuse you by putting A, B, C, D in the diagram. And if you don't read carefully, you will go and do other member. Okay. The question asks you focus on member AB. So since the question gives you AB, when you solve question, the next step is to draw diagram. Copy the whole diagram to another side of the answer. Ignore the two member here. Copy all the dimension that relevant to the AB. Maintain the axis. Yeah. First step, always draw diagram. Always draw diagram. Copy from the question and ignore the non-relevant member. Okay. Chapter 2 will start to tell you how to draw free body diagram, but in this case, just focus on the important member. In this case, is F direction. You have Y, X, and Z. Okay. In this question, is tell you to focus on the AB. AB parallel and perpendicular. This direction. Okay. So on the diagram, you build the sketch axis. This red color also got marks one. Don't anyhow suddenly give me one number. You need to explain how you get the numbers in your calculation. So your diagram, you draw. Okay. Okay. Can you guess what I'm trying to do? I'm actually applying the parallelogram law. Applying the parallelogram law. Okay. So if you don't understand what is parallelogram, go back to the previous recording. I'm trying to split this blue color arrow into parallel axis and perpendicular axis, either this way or this way. But in this case, I know my angle will split like this, like you open your finger like this, or like this, right? You put like this. Right? Pen or right hand same lah. Okay. So I didn't extend my line over here, expand here, but I expand here because I know when I split, I direction and this direction. Okay. So I split into that direction. My F AB means sub AB means in AB direction, right? And this one is perpendicular direction to the AB component. Okay. And there's a UB. Why we need UB? Because you're dealing with vector. Vector have magnitude and direction. Okay. So this one you read, You read. Recall what we learned. A dot B, A B cos theta. We are not interested in the perpendicular because cos 90 is 0. So AB equal to F cos theta equal to F dot UB. How to find unit vector? We already cover. How to find unit vector or direction vector? Vector divided by magnitude. Okay. So this is a side note. If you have X, Y, Z diagram, you need member U. How to find U? You need R to find the unit direction. Okay. Of course, you have a force in 3 direction. How to find magnitude of force? Oh, sorry. Magnitude of force or magnitude of R is a square something, square something, square something. Okay. So RB, I give you the R. How to get R in IJK is like basically it's playing like a playing chess. You tell what is the direction of this one. So from A to B, you walk. This is X direction is 2 meter. You walk 2I. How to reach to B? The 6 meter you need to walk. Then Z. Z is 3 meter. Okay. So you get 2I plus 6J plus 3K. What is the magnitude? What's the magnitude of RB? What's the, yeah, can you calculate? Ong Yiling. What is the magnitude for this one? What's the magnitude? How to find magnitude? You got calculator, right? If you have a vector F A I plus BJ plus CK, how you find magnitude of F? A square plus B square plus C square square root, right? So you have this one. So can you press your calculator? What is the magnitude? Huh? 7. Okay. So you get 7. You take this one, this whole thing, put here, divided by 7. You get this answer. Okay, or you can put in the fraction form if you want. Okay. This is just to show you if you do decimal, at least 3 decimal place or 3 significant figure. All right, for this module. So once you have this one, substitute this one here. You have a dot products. All right, you take this whole thing, put inside here. So basically A dot B A dot B equal to AB cos theta. Okay, or if you take the vector multiply, you get this equation. Okay, if you can't get theta, convert into scalar products, right? A dot B equal to AB, AB, AB in x direction, y direction, z direction. Okay. This one, okay, so I rewrite the form for you. Can you guess what is this AX, BX products or answer? How you get 0? AX, BX. So from here, this is what? This is F. Your F is 300 J. What is your UB? Is this one, like what you calculate just now. So A dot B equal what? A dot B equal to A direction, A and BX. So what is your A? A is this, A, what is the A? Just now, A is 0. Y, your X don't have I here. That 0I plus 300J plus 0K. So 0 multiplied by this one, you get 0. Then AY, BY, now this is Y, 300 multiplied by this one. Then AZ also 0 because no K here. Okay, so of course, maybe it's safe you write something in the 3D form. If you don't have X, you just write IJ plus something J plus 0K. Is better you practice this lah if you are not very confident in the IJK multiplication. Okay, at the end, you get one answer. AB equal to 257.1 Newton. Remember the unit. Yeah. So you will see FB equal to that one. You need to express in Cartesian form. So FAB equal to this one, multiplied by the direction of the vector. Why? Because just now A dot B equal to a scalar number or magnitude number. It's not a vector. So you are actually calculating FAB just now. Then once you find FAB, you calculate the direction, multiply the direction. So basically just 257.1 multiply this one, multiply this one, multiply this one, you get the final answer of this one. Okay, so this one gives you the vector presentation with magnitude, direction, magnitude, direction, magnitude, direction. Okay, now example 17 is basically is split this individual blue color into two vector, then you do the multiplication. Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe it's wrong lah. It's wrong answer. Okay, it's wrong answer. Yeah, you do lah. There's some typo error here. It's not a. You need to multiply. Okay. So perpendicular component. Perpendicular component is this formula. You take F multiplied by FB by this triangular form. If you draw triangular, you will get this triangular. This is F. This is FAB parallel. and this one is F perpendicular. So also equal, resultant F equal to FAB plus F perpendicular. So F perpendicular equal F minus FAB. So you take the F minus FAB, you get this answer. Okay. So the rest is Pythagoras, find the magnitude, and so on. Okay, example 18. See if you're able to see the steps. Try to understand the steps first. What we're trying to do. Joe, Ago, are you here? Please sign at the correct position. If you don't sign, you assume you're external. Okay, so you are seeing these three-dimensional things. Again, the first step is to draw the diagram. Draw the diagram. Look at the question. The question gives you a force with the angle. Determine angle theta between the force and the pipe segment B and A. So BA means this direction. B to A means this direction. And projection of force along this segment. It asks you to find the projection of force along this line. Okay. Now, don't confuse example 18 with the previous slides that ask you to find alpha, beta, gamma angle. Okay. Don't confuse. You can solve by using alpha, beta, gamma also, but the question didn't ask you to find alpha, beta, gamma. It asked you to find angle over here. Alpha, beta, gamma is the blue color to the axis. This is projection to the member of the body. So try to don't confuse between the alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. So first step, draw the diagram. Oh, okay. Draw the diagram. Okay, in future, first steps, you always go and find too fast for you. Okay, so in your diagram, we expected you to draw R component. So in this case, there is a R in B to C direction, R to B and A direction, like this diagram. Okay. Okay. So in three-dimensional, you need to find these three members, U, R, and force. So when you see three-dimensional already, start doing the R. Why you need to find R? Because R will help you to find U. You need U to complete with the F to find the direction, the vector for that force. Okay, so that's why the first step you find the R in two direction. So I assume you already know how to write the IJK for the R. Okay, then RBA equal to 0.9. How to find 0.9? Square this one, square this one, square this one, square root. Do the same for BC. You're able to find the magnitude of RBC. Again, square this one, square this one, square root. Okay. Yeah. So once you find the 2R, you find the cos theta. Okay. Cos theta equal to the vector multiplied by the magnitude. So you take two vector, you multiply. So again, dot, two vector dot means you find the x multiplied by x, y multiplied by y, z multiplied by z. You get this answer. Divided by the magnitude, you get this value 0.7 something. Inverse the value, you get 42 point something degree. Once you find, you go to your diagram, focus on the force. Okay, focus on the force. Split your force into the member. Split your force into the member. One is parallel with its projection at 90 degree to the member body. So again, you use UBA equal to RBA divided by R. Okay, you already have the vector of RBA divided by the magnitude of RBA. You'll get in this form. Then you take F equal to magnitude and direction. Capital F equal to magnitude is 80. This is magnitude plus the U. U is this one. U is this one. You do the calculation, you get one answer. Okay. You multiply by the two, this one. This one is a vector chapter, mathematics. At the end, you arrive at one equation. Okay. Again, dot products give you magnitude only. Dot products, because F is vector, capital F vector, multiplied by UB is unit vector. Vector dot vector, you get magnitude only. Okay.
So when was the direction of BC, because it's not the projection which is demanded, we're just using RBC of a modulus of RBC.
Correct.
That's because the question is asking for the projection along BA, that's when we use the dot product.
Correct. Correct. So this question is asking about the BA. What happened? The question change this one, BA to BC. You do the same, change this one to BC. Then apply the same, the related information. This question asks you BA. So that's why all the content here is related to BA. If the question asks you BC, this one, projection to BC or this cable, if there's a cable, then you change all this into BC related information. Huh? Which one? This one. Where?
Just above your hand.
This one? This one is oh yeah, correct. BC. Yeah, should be a typo error. It's not RBC. Force in. Oh no, this one is correct. Why this one BC? Because this force is on the BC direction. Yeah. So this one is to find the magnitude and the direction. So you need to find this one. This F 80 Newton is a magnitude. Magnitude, you need to tell this blue color in the vector form. So how you find the blue color vector form? Magnitude and direction. What is this direction? This BC direction. How you find this direction? Vector R divided by the magnitude of this R. Don't confuse, this one and this one. Is 1. The magnitude is 1.
Because the F 80 newtons is already in the same direction as BC. There's no need to use dots products because the cos of 0 is 1.
No, because the question asks you projection on here. The question asks you this one and this one. So that's why your step here is actually this one dot this one. He asks you to flip this blue arrow into this body. That is the application of A dot B equal to AB cos theta. It asks you this application. You flip the blue color vector into this member. Yeah. So just to summarize this one, don't confuse between the steps. If you randomly giving you one forces, let's say 1000 Newton, he asks you to flip to another direction. Let's say theta. He asks you about projection of this one. Let's say this is a member, a rod or something. So you need to calculate what? You need to calculate. You need to find this member, this force projection, multiply by the direction of this rod. This is, let's say, P and Q. PQ. Right? This is magnitude, this is direction. Equal to capital force vector of PQ. Okay. So before you can find the red arrow that I write on the whiteboard here, you need to project this purple color force into this one. So to find this force, you need to change this one in this direction. So how to find this force into this direction? You need to transform this one into this force got one direction. I just put as U, let's say I put P and Z. So this is UPZ, right? So you need to change this one into FPQ, not PQ, F magnitude here. This is FPQ, PZ. FPZ equal 100, F, this is vector, force multiplied by UPZ. So you need to transform this one into forces first. Then only you do the multiplication. How do you do flip direction? A dot B equal to AB. This is vector. Equal to A dot B cos theta, or AX AY, AX AY, AX AY plus AX BX AY BY plus AZ PZ. Okay, this equation is for projection into a certain direction. So once you find this one, so this one is the R of this one. So this one equal to F equal to 1000 and R PZ with the magnitude of PZ. Once you find this one, substitute back here. Because you are flipping this one to here. That's why you see these steps. You're taking this force over here, multiply by this one. Because you are taking this blue color that was here on the screen here, you flip to this member. This actually is what the question wants you to solve. This one flip to here. But before you reach these steps, you need to tell the direction of this vector. Change this 800 into vector form. These are the steps you need. Okay, so try to understand the background calculation. Okay, with this we conclude chapter 1. We have a short break, maybe 5 minutes. 9:05 we continue. 9:05 we continue.